This is going to be a tough game.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today. Their claim in this neutral site showdown. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jaguars offense will get the first crack at it here. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a way.
Damn it.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
The Jaguars will have it 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, that receiver's looking at
that play is a big
like,
fat
what's
waster,
up?
man. I need to stop trying that.
I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
And the Jaguars are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They're going to throw it again. A little release to the back.
Jesus.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but It was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Baker. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal.
Damn.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up.
Yeah, I happened to catch it. He was trying to be stealth, but I just happened to look at it and I was like, oh my God. I did check. It's All-American.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
He might have also caught them on just the week that AI was going to do whatever it took to win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive.
Oh, jeez. Brutal. I forgot that it was at home.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on,
Damn it.
teammates look towards them to
jeez.
step up.
Got a lot of running room. Finally run out of bounds, but he
stoned
has
me.
his offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete.
No.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that
Whatever.
timeout later.
Suck it.
The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Well, that's
Trying to
crap.
get to it.
Get him.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Coming after it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now
52-yard field goal.
Generating this pass
But he
rush.
just nailed.
3 sacks on the game so far.
It's good. He could have hit.
He could have kicked that from 65.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking the play. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout.
Oh,
Off
God
deflection,
darn it.
missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurt, hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Baker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him
Come on, man.
First down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Oh, no. Oh. Golly, that was just horrendous. Horrendous call.
Play zone. All eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense. The ball was coming out, breaks on the football.
Not good,
makes
Chris.
the INT.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one.
And he's running in the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
He snares it in the end zone.
All right.
Touchdown, Hawkeye.
That was my
I
mistake.
just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
My mistake.
And they finish it
That
up
was
with a
stupid.
15-yard scoring toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar
See if I can
offense
get
going
lucky.
to work. This late in the half,
Probably
you're
not.
behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Lopez to pass. Keeps the play going. Makes his connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Lets it fly.
Ah.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
The play action fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
No!
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oh.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Hell yeah.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And man, is that perfect time. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The handoff to Johnson. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Damn it.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Dialing up a second down pass play. And they got him for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Golly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez wants to fire.
Oh my God.
Rhythm there, incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
He'll keep it on the draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Graham.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job of winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains
right where I didn't want him to.
30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds in the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. You did right there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback.
Dude.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. A jet sweep pass. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, and they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Jaguars are rolling down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Lopez wants to fire. He lets it fly. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Power football with the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't like that look.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God!
They desperately needed to keep that going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were gonna throw the football.
Just hit him.
Locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass and forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Okay, ready? It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's McCray. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds.
God dang it.
Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Course.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
I got greedy.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To give to the big fullback. And he surges up
Not
to
anymore.
the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that happen. I should have run up the sidelines for the touchdown.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, South Alabama. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution happens.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
One more play to pad the stats. Lopez to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up. But I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people.